Hi, this is Samyukta, and I want to talk about some common misconceptions that investors have about fixed income. Most of us think that investing in fixed income is going to be pretty easy. After all, how difficult can it be to choose a fixed deposit or a debt mutual fund? Surprisingly, the answer is a lot more difficult than we think it is, and this is because many investors believe certain things about fixed income which are not at all true. The first and most common misconception that investors have is that fixed income or debt securities are meant for only conservative investors. This can't be further from the truth because debt is an important asset class and it plays a great role in bringing financial stability to your portfolio. It's also the perfect investment for short-term goals or sometimes even medium-term goals. So depending on what your financial goals are, you would be able to find a place for fixed income in your portfolio, regardless of what your risk appetite or return expectations are. Coming to that second point about return expectations, many aggressive investors stay away from debt thinking that it's only going to deliver low returns all the time. This again needs to be busted because if you invest or if you take a little bit of duration risk at the top of an interest rate cycle, you're very likely to make some decent returns, sometimes even in double digits, on your debt portfolio. Secondly, if you take credit risk or if you are willing to move up on the yield curve, you would be able to get higher returns in the same asset class by taking on additional risk. Doing this requires some planning and understanding of the underlying securities, but you could see decent returns in debt by taking on certain calculated risks. The third point that many equity investors believe is that if they have a requirement for income, they believe that they'd be able to satisfy this through dividends and they would never require an interest component to their income through bonds or fixed deposits. Now let's look into what a dividend actually is. It's something that's issued by a company when it is profitable and it has profits to share with its shareholders. Now, dividends are not guaranteed. The company does not have to pay dividends year on year, even if it has a track record of having done that. Second, the quantity of your dividend can vary from year to year. Now, when we look at interest, whether it's on a bond or a fixed deposit, it's usually fixed in advance and it remains consistent through that entire period of investment. So, having interest income is probably going to be more reliable than having dividend income. Now, the next assumption that many investors make is that return of capital is guaranteed. So they think that if they take a fixed deposit, because it's a fixed deposit, there is no risk in this investment. This again has been disproved because we've seen cases where fixed deposit money hasn't come back. This could be in the case of, say, DHFL deposits where they were written down and only part of the principal was returned. It could also be in certain other cases like PMC Bank where deposit holders are still locked in and they haven't received their money back. So the return of capital is prioritized, but it is not guaranteed in any way. And one needs to be careful in terms of selecting their products and not assuming or taking things for granted. Another common misconception amongst investors is that looking at the credit rating alone is going to be enough to help them find the best investments. However, recent events in the market have shown us that credit ratings aren't going to be enough. We need to look at deeper details like financials as well as balance sheet strength and understand whether these companies are going through a period of financial stress and to look at other factors. Now, for instance, we've seen entities with the highest credit rating default in the recent past. These include very marquee names like IL&FS, DHFL and Z as well, and many more if you actually go into what has happened in the last few years. The last misconception that many investors have is that returns are consistent. So they believe that if they've had a fixed deposit at 9% a few years back or at 7% a couple of years back, that today they should be able to get the same kind of products. Now, this is simply not how the market works. Even your fixed deposit rates are cyclical and not consistent. Today, since we're in a low interest rate scenario, all your fixed deposit rates are going to be significantly lower. Maybe your bank is only giving you 4 to 5% for a 1-year FD, and that's the new normal which we need to adjust to. There will be a point in time where you get a higher return from a safer avenue, and that's when you need to lock in and make the most of it. If you want to know how to play this cycle of fixed income investing right, do get in touch with us. We'll be happy to help you break all of these misconceptions and design a perfect strategy that works for you.